Feeling exhausted all the time? Struggling to get through the day without an energy crash? You are not alone. Menopause fatigue is real, but the good news? You don't have to live with it. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to stop menopause fatigue and unlock all-day energy. Stick around because I'll also reveal the hidden cause of fatigue that most women don't know about. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Magdalena, I am biologist and menopause coach, and I help women naturally reach and maintain their healthy weight, relieve menopause symptoms, boost energy, and prevent diseases along the way. So, why we feel so exhausted during menopause? There are a few reasons. First, hormonal changes. Estrogen and progesterone and their decline impact energy production. Sleep disruption. Hot flashes, night sweats, and cortisol spikes wreck sleep. Nutrient absorption issues. Lower estrogens affects how we absorb iron, B12, and magnesium, key for energy. But most importantly, inflammation. It silently drains energy and is often ignored. The hidden culprit, inflammation and fatigue. Here's something most people don't realize. Inflammation plays a major role in menopause fatigue. In fact, it plays a major role in all menopause symptoms. Chronic inflammation is something that worsens your fatigue and other menopause symptoms. How it works? So, inflammation is the body's natural response to injury, infection, or toxins, aiding healing. Acute inflammation like swelling after an injury is beneficial, but when inflammation lingers for a long time, the body enters a state of chronic inflammation. It can harm the body, contributing to diseases like cancer, heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, and dementia. It also accelerates aging. Chronic inflammation also affects weight by causing insulin resistance, leading to high blood sugar and fat accumulation. Excess fat, in turn, fuels more inflammation, creating a vicious cycle. And what causes inflammation? The key inflammation triggers include poor diet, like processed foods, added sugars, trans fats, and animal products, and lifestyle factors like stress, inactivity, poor sleep, smoking, and alcohol. I will talk about simple lifestyle changes we can make to reduce inflammation and combat fatigue in the second part of the video. Also, because estrogen and progesterone have anti-inflammatory effect, when they decline, that also leads to increased inflammation. But the biggest contributor to chronic inflammation and fatigue is an inflammatory diet. The good news? There's a lot we can do about it. To significantly reduce inflammation and with it fatigue and other menopause symptoms, we need to eat an anti-inflammatory diet. This is the most effective way to lower inflammation. And which diet has the most anti-inflammatory effect? It's a whole food plant-based diet. A whole food simply means a food with nothing but added and nothing good taken away. They are whole, unrefined or minimally refined fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. As processed and fried foods and refined carbohydrates, like sugar and white flour, are highly inflammatory and energy-draining foods. But why plant-based? It's because whole plant foods are high in anti-inflammatory components like fiber and thousands of powerful antioxidants that can help the body heal and reduce inflammation. Plants contain, on average, 64 times more antioxidants than animal foods. This explains why a plant-based diet can quickly reduce inflammation, with some studies showing a 29% decrease in just 3 weeks. But is it just these anti-inflammatory components that make a diet high in whole plant foods anti-inflammatory? Or is it also that animal products are pro-inflammatory, so eating fewer animal products means less inflammation? It's both. Whole plant foods are anti-inflammatory, and most animal products are pro-inflammatory. So decreasing animal foods while increasing plant foods has a double benefit. It removes harmful pro-inflammatory compounds, while allowing the anti-inflammatory plant compounds to reduce inflammation. But what makes animal products pro-inflammatory? They contain high amounts of fat, a likely cause of inflammation. They are higher in toxins, such as industrial pollutants, which can trigger inflammation. And animal products have a high bacterial load. Many bacteria produce toxins that get released when the bacterium dies. Animal products are a breeding ground for bacteria, and they pro-inflammatory bacterial toxins. Animal protein consumption results in increased permeability in the small intestine, leading to inflammation. So, by choosing plants, we reduce the amount of bacteria, pollutants, and other pro-inflammatory compounds in our diet. And that way we can avoid the pro-inflammatory response that is so characteristic of animal products. In fact, a single meal of meat, dairy, and eggs can trigger an inflammatory reaction inside the body within hours of consumption. And a single hamburger can increase measures of inflammation by 70%. The other thing to keep in mind is that meat is a heavy food that takes a lot of energy to digest, and it can leave you feeling sluggish after a meal. When you switch to a plant-based diet, your body can redirect that energy toward other processes, leaving you feeling more alert and energized. Also, plant-based foods, apart from combating inflammation, provide key nutrients like iron and B vitamins from beans, leafy greens, and whole grains to boost energy. Now, if you're thinking, I don't like veggies, you are not alone. But the good news is that you don't have to go 100% plant-based to start reaping the health benefits of plant-based eating. And the more plant-based foods you will start adding to your diet, the more you enjoy it, and your taste buds will crave different flavors. Over time, people who adopt a plant-based diet tend to say, I never knew how much I would like it. You can watch my video, How to Go Plant-Based 3 Easy Steps for Beginners, which I will link in the description. To encourage you to try eating more plant-based, we've just seen that a plant-based diet, by being the most anti-inflammatory, significantly reduces inflammation and thus menopause symptoms. But how much exactly? Studies show that it reduces hot flashes by 88%. You can watch my video, How to Reduce Menopause Symptoms with Diet, which I will also link in the description. A plant-based diet may also help prevent and even reverse some of our leading causes of death, including heart disease, cancer, stroke, Alzheimer's disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, kidney failure, chronic liver disease, and many other leading killers. Also, a whole food plant-based diet is the single most effective weight loss intervention without calorie restriction or exercise ever published in the medical literature. It works better than anything else studied to date. Again, if you'd like to learn more, you can watch my video, How to Lose Weight Effortlessly, Evidence-Based. Now, lifestyle changes. So, eating an anti-inflammatory diet was the first step and the most effective way to reduce inflammation and thus fatigue and other menopause symptoms. But the good news is that there is still much more we can do. Step 2. Optimize sleep for a restorative rest. Establish a consistent sleep routine by going to bed and waking up at the same time daily. Create a cool, dark, and quiet sleep environment with comfortable bedding. Manage stress with reading, music, or gentle stretches. Limit screen time, turning off blue light devices an hour before bed. Avoid caffeine in the afternoon and evening. Avoid alcohol and nicotine at night. Exercise in late afternoon, but stop 90 minutes before sleep. Allow enough time to wind down. Eat magnesium-rich foods. And consider supplements like magnesium glycinate, valerian root, or chamomile tea. A consistent bedtime routine can help you fall asleep and wake up feeling more rested. It can also help you feel more energized and less anxious during the day. Step 3. Manage stress and cortisol. Because high cortisol levels can lead to fatigue. Stress increases inflammation and drains energy. Here are some ways to reduce stress. Get active. Regular exercise is one of the best ways to reduce stress. Try deep breathing, yoga, or spending time in nature. Limit screen time and make time for hobbies. Take breaks to recharge, visit new places, or relax with friends. Cut down on alcohol, smoking, and caffeine. Avoid procrastination as it's linked to increased stress levels. Spend time with loved ones. And consider magnesium or adaptogens like ashwagandha. Step 4. Move for energy. Exercise fights fatigue. The ways exercise helps: increases oxygen, helping mitochondria produce energy, boosts hormone levels for more energy, improves sleep, leading to better rest and energy, enhances muscle strength and endurance. The best exercises to help with fatigue are strength training, walking, stretching, yoga, and HIIT. But avoid excessive cardio, it can spike cortisol. Also, for chronic fatigue syndrome, vigorous exercise may worsen fatigue. Step 5. Ensure you are not deficient in vitamin D, B12, iron, and potassium. Many vitamin and mineral deficiencies can cause fatigue, including deficiencies in B12, D, iron, and potassium. Dehydration can also cause fatigue. A varied, whole food plant-based diet can provide enough iron. Good sources of iron include pulses, such as beans, peas, and lentils, dark green vegetables such as spinach, kale, and broccoli, nuts and seeds. Potassium is also found in many plant foods like beans, lentils, chickpeas, soy, peanuts, bananas, potatoes, dried fruits, leafy greens, and many other fruits and vegetables. A vitamin B12 deficiency can significantly contribute to feelings of fatigue and lack of energy. It is recommended to take at least 2,000 micrograms of cyanocobalamin each week, ideally as a chewable, sublingual, or liquid supplement taken on empty stomach. A vitamin D deficiency can also contribute to fatigue. Ideally, you should get your vitamin D levels tested first to check for deficiency. If you are deficient, you may need to take 2000 international unit vitamin D daily, ideally as D3 plus K2. For example, based on my tests, I take 4000 international units of vitamin D daily with K2. But I live in Scotland where vitamin D deficiency is very common. I also take my vitamin D together with magnesium, as magnesium improves vitamin D absorption. What's your biggest struggle with menopause fatigue? Share with us in the comments below. So, there were the steps to stop menopause fatigue. And as you can see, there is so much you can do to beat fatigue and boost your energy. Start with one change today, whether it's adding anti-inflammatory foods, improving sleep, or reducing stress. If you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe for more science-backed menopause solutions. Thank you for watching, have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next video.